Hello, this is your host, Rose Love, and welcome to today's episode titled Healing is a Beautiful Thing. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
The cracks in the mirror don't define the view. Broken doesn't mean the light won't shine through. Every scar's a map, every tear's a clue.
A podcast all about being healed. Being healed allows you to see other people and situations through healed eyes. You're no longer seeing people from a broken place. Healing sets you free and it allows you to take back your power. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
You fell, you rose, you tried again. A quiet storm turned into zen. Healing is a beautiful thing.
To keep up to date with what's coming up, be sure to follow my podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode and let's get straight into it.
Like a sunrise after the sting. It's a whisper, it's a song. It's where the weak grow strong. The rain on your skin feels softer now. Your heart beats steady. You remember how the pain was loud, but it taught you somehow.
Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to this episode. Healing is a beautiful thing. I want to share with you all a quote before I get into the topic. The quote says this: healing begins the moment your heart whispers that you deserve more than the weight you've been carrying. And that is so true. I'm going to read it one more time. Healing begins the moment your heart whispers that you deserve more than the weight you've been carrying. The beautiful thing about healing or being healed, it sets you free. It allows you to see other people and situations through healed eyes. You're no longer looking at people and situations from brokenness. Healing doesn't mean pretending it never happened. It doesn't mean excusing the wrong and forgetting the past. Healing means you make peace with the pain so it no longer controls you. It means forgiving, letting go, and allowing yourself the freedom to love and trust again without suspicion. And the most beautiful part about it, like I said before, healing doesn't erase what happened. It transforms it. It turns pain into wisdom, ending into beginning, and brokenness into a deeper kind of wholeness. No matter where you are in your journey of healing, your healing is worthy and it is real. And it's unfolding in its own perfect timing. So don't rush it. Because healing in all its forms is truly a beautiful thing. So don't rush the healing process. Take all the time you need to heal. Because when you go through a healing process, that is a time that you are sitting aside for yourself to heal from drama, pain, and things from your past that wasn't so pleasant. This is your time to heal. No matter what it is from your past or whatever is happening in your life now that you need healing from, you are setting time aside for yourself right now. But I also want people to also know that when you begin, for most of us, not all of us, some of us can go through the healing journey and they can go right through it, start it, get it done, I'm done, and move on to something else. But for others, the beginning stages of healing is not easy. Healings are not always a pretty thing. It can be messy and painful and hurtful because it brings up stuff from your past and present that is hurting you. And that is hurting you. It brings up things from your past that have hurt you, or things from the present that is hurting you, or things from your past that tore you apart, or things that's going on in your life now that is tearing you apart. Because you're confronting hurt that has been caused upon you from others. You are now confronting that hurt. I'm going to say it again, because you're confronting hurt caused by others in situations from your past. Most of the time, you can experience loneliness as you start to move certain people and situations out of your life that has become dysfunctional, because you're learning to set boundaries and not allow those dysfunctional relationships in your life that became normal to you. See, some of the dysfunctional relationships that we have had in our life, or we have in our lives now, they became normal, or they have become normal to you. Sometimes dysfunction, people learn how to adapt to the environment. If you ever heard that phrase before, we learn to adapt to our environment, which means that even though we're going through a difficult situation or someone is hurting us, we learn to adapt. That's the sad thing about us humans. We learn to adapt to dysfunction. We learn to operate in dysfunction. And sometimes things that is dysfunctional to us become normal to us. And we learn how to adapt. And when we learn to adapt to dysfunction, we are right there beginning to allow things that is dysfunctional to become broken pieces, to become things that is later on going to be, that come up in our life, that is going to cause pain and drama, because we was functioning in a painful, hurtful place that had become normal to us. And I know it sounds a little weird, but it's true. We learn to adapt to things that's dysfunctional. You can be in a dysfunctional marriage and learn to adapt. You can be in a dysfunctional job that you know ain't healthy for you and learn to adapt. You can be just in an environment, no matter what that environment is that is dysfunctional, we learn to adapt to things that ain't good for us. And that's the sad part about us humans. And then later on, and those things are no longer in our life and we're trying to move on to something positive, those broken pieces come creeping back up. And they cause pain and drama to exist in our present state in our life. And here we are in the present, can't function correctly because we keep allowing things from our past to keep creeping up, causing us to judge people and situations from a place of brokenness, because we've been broken and hurt by things from our past. Now we're bringing it up to our present at a place in our life where we want to do better. We want to go for it. We want to do some positive, but we can't because we are unhealed. But like I say, for a lot of us, it's always good to take time for yourself, your healing journey, and don't rush it. Do not rush your healing journey. Like I said in a previous video, I've been on my healing journey for 5 years, and I told myself I wasn't going to rush my healing journey. I wasn't going to just rush myself. I was going to take all the time I need to heal, because I really wanted to heal from anything from my past or whatever the things I needed healing from, so I could be totally healed and go into new relationships unhealed. Healing isn't always soft or poetic. Healing can be quiet and peaceful, or healing can be slow and long. It can be uncomfortable, uncertain, and full of moments when you want to give up on the healing process. There are times you're going to run into things on your healing journey that is so hurtful that you're going to be like, I just want to give it up. It's bringing up too much from the past. But I promise you, it is very much worth it. But healing and all of that, healing is one of the most beautiful things we can experience as human beings, because every step towards healing is a wonderful thing. The healing process allows a person to find strength and grow, and to rediscover joy, happiness, peace, wholeness, hope, faith, after experiencing pain, hurt, loss, and betrayal, and a number of other things that wasn't good for us. Everyone deserves to see you from a healed place. I'm going to say that again, y'all. Everyone around you deserves to see you from a healed place. They deserve to see you healed, not see you in a place where you're hurting, in a place where you judging others from a place of pain and a place of hurt. They deserve to see you in a healed place as well, the others around you. Don't let the broken pieces of yesterday stop you from being blessed today. I'm going to say this, y'all, and this is so beautiful. It's the quiet bravery of choosing yourself again. The courage to let go of wounds you once thought you would carry forever. The slow rebuilding of trust in life, in others, and most importantly, in yourself. Healing teaches patience, and that's so true. Resilience, so true. And compassion. It reminds us that growth often blooms from places that once hurt us the most. And I want to say this again about healing teaches us compassion. And I want to say a little bit about that. Healing does teach us compassion. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I was dealing with a friend at work, and she was going through a hard experience. Now, I didn't know she was going through something hard at the time, but I knew she wasn't acting herself. She was acting out of character, being withdrawn, real short. You speak to her, she's real short. She was angry all the time, and she was just going through it. It just wasn't her. Someone else from work got to telling me about, well, she's going through this and she's going through that, and it explained why she was feeling and acting the way she was acting and giving off the weird vibes she was giving off. It explained it to me. And I got to thinking to myself, this young lady's hurting. She's hurting and she's going through something right now. And by me going through my healing process, it allowed me to see her through healed eyes, to know that once was me at some point in my life. I once was at a place of brokenness. And I didn't judge her for the snappiness and the hateful way she was being towards everybody. I approached her with love, and I approached her with compassion, because I knew she was dealing with us from a place of brokenness. And I could understand that. So sometime when you go through your healing journey, you will run into other people that are broken, other people that is where you used to be. And you can fully understand where they're at and what they're going through, because you've been there. And it allows you to have a type of compassion for another person that is where you used to be. You know what I mean? Because you know what it's like to operate from a broken place. And so it allows us to have compassion for others and also what someone else is going through. Now, like a lot of y'all know, I don't make my podcasts long. I just don't do that. So this is going to be a short podcast. But seeking healing through prayer, reflection, therapy, and wise counsel. Now, for me, let's talk about prayer. For me, that has been one of the biggest things that have helped me on my healing journey. Talking to God, talking to Him about my problems, and asking for guidance. There have been a lot of moments like that, me talking to God and asking for guidance. That helped me on my healing journey. Self-reflection has been another one. I know it sounds weird, but self-reflection. Taking time to reflect back over my life and reflecting over all the things that have hurt me, reflecting over all the ways I allowed some of the things to sit so long in my life that wasn't healthy for me. Doing self-reflection back over my life and over myself in ways that what I could have changed and ways I could change it going into my future. Because sometimes when I did my self-reflection, it allowed me to see the part I played in a lot of the things that had hurt me and caused pain. Because sometimes we could have situations and things in our life that no longer need to be a part of our life. But we'll hold on to it and we'll sit there in it, knowing it's dysfunctional, knowing it's hurting us, knowing it's destroying us, and we stay in it too long. And self-reflection helped me to realize my part that I had caused. So sometimes whatever type of self-reflection you can do is great also. Therapy. Now, I've had therapy twice in my life, and both of them was a blessing. The very first therapist I had was when I was young. I was in my 20s. And my daughter had leukemia, which is cancer. And I was going through a very difficult time. And I went and sat down and talked to a therapist. And that therapist was the biggest blessing to my life. She did her job, and she did her job well. When I walked out there with her, I walked out with a new lease on life, with a new a new beginning on understanding a lot of things that was causing a lot of hurt in my life at that time. And like I say, dealing with a child that has their whole future ahead of them, and then all of a sudden they are stricken with illness like leukemia, which is cancer, could be a blow to any mom. So it was a blow to me to have to go through that experience. But I had one of the best therapists I could possibly have. Then later on in my life, I went to therapy again, and that therapist was a big blessing for me. So therapy was one of the things that twice in my lifetime got me through a difficult time in my life. And wise counsel, talking to friends, relatives, loved one. Now I'm big on that. My mom and my sister, I call my mom sometimes, that's all the therapy I need. I call my sister, that's all the therapy I need. I swear, they have been the two people, my go-to. So they has been my wise counsel. I could be going through something, sometimes I call my sister. She's going to talk. She's going to give me she's going to tell me exactly what I need to hear. I can call my mom. I'm going to get exactly what I need to hear. So sometimes talking to friends and relatives and people that you trust is good also. Now, another good thing is letting go and making room and space for new things in your life can be also a good way of doing it. I'm going to say it again. Letting go of things that have hurt you and making room for new positive things in your life. Like a new hobby or a new activity every month. Now, I'm going to tell you some of the things I like to do that has been great for me. Hiking. Hiking is one of the things that I have used to get through some difficult times, go out in nature. Everyone knows I'm a nature girl. I love being outside. I love it. You mentioned going outside, doing something outside. I got my hand up. I'm ready to go. Hiking has been one of the things that I love to do to get through things. And I know this is going to sound corny to a lot of you when I say this, but this is another thing got me through it. Having a picnic in the park. I would get my blanket, my favorite snacks, my little dog Sugar, and we would go to the park. Throw a blanket out on the ground, sit down, lay out on the grass, listen to some music, study, look up at the sky. Oh, I loved all that. Just be out in nature, getting that oxygen all in my lungs. Picnic, having just a simple picnic. And I know a lot of people think, well, how does that help? It helps a whole lot just to relax and unwind, not be so tense all the time. That helped me when I was going through my healing journey. For some people, painting, taking up a hobby of painting helped a lot. I particularly don't like painting because I'm not artistic like that. But for a lot of people, painting has been something that they have used to bring something new into their life, something new they love to do as they getting that old out of their life that has caused them pain. Picking up pain, doing something new. Karaoke is another one. Now, I love karaoke. I do karaoke in the car. I do karaoke in the shower. I do karaoke every time I'm by myself and ain't nobody looking. And I love to go to karaoke, okay? I love karaoke. Singing is my thing. Now, when I was a little girl, I used to enter these contests, and I used to actually win, okay? We would enter these singing contests. I was always going to win first, second, or third. So I'm a good singer. I think I'm a good singer, at least. I think I am. And a couple others have, too, because I win some contests with this voice. I won a couple of contests with this voice that I have. So karaoke is another good thing. Something fun to do. Dancing. That's another thing I love to do is dance. Picking up dancing. I love to dance. You mentioned dancing, and as I got older, I think I got 2 left feet now. As I get older, I can't dance like I used to, but I still love dancing, and a number of other things that you can find to do As you are on your healing journey, getting rid of the pain and hurt and drama from your past and bringing in new things to do, new things to enjoy, to replace those things with. And not only do it alone, invite friends, invite a partner to go hiking with, go on a picnic, or go to karaoke, dance class, anything. And the other thing is commit to self-care activities at least once a week or every 2 weeks. Some type of health care. Self-care, I mean. Commit to one self-care activity once a week or twice a month. Whatever that could be. It could be maybe getting your nails done, getting your hair done, getting a massage. Just whatever you choose for self-care. Maybe you could bring in something that helps you to relax as you're going through your healing journey. And another good one that a lot of people don't think of. Volunteering at an animal shelter Spending time with animals or volunteering at your local shelter with animals is another good way. Animals, for a lot of people, for me, like I said before, I had a little dog named Sugar who got me through a difficult journey in my life. I swear it did. I didn't think having a pet would do that, but when I got her, it was like a abundant experience having her around. So she helped me get through one of the healing experiences that I was going through. Gardening was another thing that helped me. Starting gardening, gardening with flowers or gardening with vegetables, whatever you choose. Reading a book, going to the library, reading to children's. Some libraries in schools will allow you to come in and read to kids at the age of 6 in first and second grade. That's another good. Volunteering to read at the local library or going to volunteer at a old folks home or personal care facility. Just different things that you can do to help other people. Sometimes just doing that, volunteering to do something like that, helps you through your healing journey because you're doing something for someone else. But by all means, find a way to heal. And as you're on your healing journey, pick up new things along the way that's going to make better memories and be something that's positive for you as you're going through your healing journey, coming from the negative to something positive. The healing journey sets you free. It allows you to take back your power, the things that was taken away from you, things like love, peace, contentment, peace of mind, hope, and faith. And the biggest of them all, forgiveness. It allows you to forgive again. It really, really does. Like I said before, the healing process allows a person to find strength and grow and to rediscover joy, happiness, peace, wholeness, hope, and faith after experiencing pain, hurt, loss, and betrayal, and a number of other things. Brothers and sisters, I love you. I love you. I love you. Like I said before, these videos on healing, the last 3 videos and this one has been a blessing to do. It has been a blessing to do, to speak on the topic of healing. And to each and every one of you, I hope you enjoyed this here podcast, and I hope it was a blessing to you as well. Like I said, I've done 3 episodes on healing, and this will be my last episode for 2024. I will be moving to another topic. And to all of you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Like I said before, I don't care what race you are. I don't care what part of the world you from, what part of the world you are, what race you are, what part of the world you are, what religion you are, or what your beliefs are. I love you, I love you, I love you, brothers and sisters. And to all of you, have a beautiful, wonderful day, afternoon, or night. Love you, love you, love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Be blessed and be loved. See how this